What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a ton of Legends attacks against a bunch of different styles of ring bases with the Yeti Bomb Hybrid. Maybe my new favorite attack. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright guys, here's the first base we're going to be looking at today with the new Yeti Bomb Hybrid attack. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, see what I'm doing, how I'm tripling these bases in Legends League. Now the main focus of this attack, like you guys have seen in my last couple videos, it relies heavily on the blimp with the Yetis inside with a rage spell to take out either the Town Hall and pull the CC, or if the Town Hall is easily walkable by the Queen, you can use it somewhere else and take out maybe an Inferno Tower or an Eagle or something of really good value and pull the CC and bring it to your Queen. Now before I was taking a ton of hogs on the back end. Now I'm trying out the hybrid, which is half hogs, half miners, and it's working really well, guys. Honestly, the hybrid might be stronger than just hogs or just miners by themselves. As long as you're able to use your king or something else to keep the miners and the hogs inside the channel that you create with using your queen charge, it works out really well. So this was my first attack of the day earlier. I pressed attack, this base popped up, you only get 30 seconds to plan, so here's what I came up with on the spot. I knew I had to make sure I get the Town Hall to secure the 2-star, because that's what Legends League is all about, sadly. But I want to get the 3, so I'm going to drop my queen at 12 o'clock, and I'm not going to worry about funneling her. I'm just going to let her decide which way she wants to go. If she goes left, she goes left. If she goes right, she goes right. On this attack in particular, she goes to the right, and then she's going to walk this way, and then I'm going to blimp in for the Town Hall, get that down, get the CC pulled, let the CC go to my Queen, and then Queen's going to keep walking into this channel here, and then I can't let this Inferno kill her, this single target Inferno. If you see here, I'll zoom in. She'll definitely step in range of that, so I know already that I'm going to have to use my hogs and my miners through here, and this is going to be the channel for them. So I want my BK to go this way and get all this trash out of the way. I'll draw that in a different color just so it looks a little better. BK is going to walk this way, so I can also, if I time it right, use him to funnel my Queen, because I want my Queen to keep walking this way into the channel. So I'm going to use my BK right around here and get him to walk around this way. He's going to funnel the Queen inside, and he's going to make the channel for the miners, so I'll be able to just send the miners and the hogs right through this channel with the Warden and the Royal Champ behind. And if my Queen stays alive, she'll be able to just keep wrapping around the base this way and get all this value. And then my BK, I think he does stay alive for a really long time. Actually, he's going to keep walking around all the way towards 6 o'clock. And my miners are just going to push through with the hogs and the Warden and the Royal Champ, push through the channel like that, and then everything is going to meet on this back side of the base over here. And the pathing at the back end is a little unpredictable, but that's the basic idea of the plan. Now let's go ahead and watch how I execute it with only 30 seconds to plan. Not a lot of time. You just kind of have to go with your gut. It's all about execution here in Legends League. You don't get to change your army comp beforehand or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start here in just a second with the Queen right at the top. Coco Loon to make sure I don't lose any healers right away. Then then all the healers that Coco Loon ends up picking up a bunch of red bombs. I'm not going to get a Sam with it, but there are actually a bunch of Sams, like one here and one here. I am going to get one of them with my second Coco Loon, but then I'm going to lose a healer to the other one. A little unfortunate, but when you're building a base in Legends League, you kind of expect people to do Queen Walks or Yeti Smashes by your Town Hall. So lots of people are putting their Seeking Air Mines right around the Town Hall. And I mean, that's a smart thing to do in this meta, so I don't blame them. So here my Queen keeps walking down to the right. She's picking off a bunch of these Teslas. I'm going to go ahead and blimp in. I have to rage the Queen to try and keep her alive, but notice I missed the healers with the rage, and that's going to cost me my ability. So guys, honestly, I had a swag ability on this attack. Look, I already had to pop the Queen ability because that rage was not good. Just half a tile off. I mean, if you look really closely, it looks like the shadow is inside the rage, the shadow of the healers, but apparently the game says no. So that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes they just want to screw you over. But you know what? We'll say it's my fault. I missed it by half a tile. So I'm going to have to already use my last rage. I got the CC pull. Queen killed the CC. King's going around the edge of the base just like that to make the funnel. Queen's got nowhere to go but inside. I do have 2 freezes. Now the reason I bring freezes on these Legends attacks is because sometimes you don't know when you're going to want to try to charge and there's a single target Inferno, because lots of people are using single target Infernos right now in the meta. It's pretty popular. And also those freezes are good for keeping your Queen alive. Like I'm going to use the other freeze over here to make sure Queen stays alive, and she's going to wrap around all the way in here. Now notice, I keep telling you guys this over and over again. Anytime the Town Hall is already down and you're using your Warden on the back end, use his ability early. You don't have to save it for the Giga Bomb. It's better to use his ability when there's still like 30 hogs up, or 15 hogs and 15 miners, or whatever you're using. Basically when all your back end troops are still alive, you want to use the Warden ability so as many troops as possible can take advantage of it. So instead of healing first, then Warden, then heal again, most of the time you want to use your Warden first. Not every time. It's a little bit base dependent. It depends on the situation, but normally, more times than not, you're going to want to use the Warden ability first. So look, King's still alive, wrapping around 6 o'clock. I have an extra baby dragon, so I just throw him in at 6. The hogs are still pushing through. A lot of the miners end up petering off to do trash, or to do cleanup on the trash buildings. My Queen died to the enemy Queen, but these hogs are still pushing through 9 o'clock with the Royal Champ. I already used her ability just to get a bunch of stuff out of the way. Now she's going to fight the enemy Queen here. She kills her, and then she's going to come over here and get the rest of these defenses, and that's going to be a triple. From there, it's just cleanup. There's a ton of miners over here at 9 o'clock, as you can see. I mean, I started the attack with, I think, 15 miners, and I still have like at least 10 or 12. Ridiculous. I didn't lose hardly any miners. I started with like 18 hogs, and I still have like 5 or 6. So, I mean, it's just overkill. It's working really well. As long as you can get the Queen charge to go right, as long as you can get your blimp to get the value it needs to get, you're going to be tripling bases in Legends League with this. So there's one example of how to use the new Yeti Bomb hybrid. We're going to go ahead and bounce out and take a look at the next replay and see how I'm doing it against some other ring bases. Alright guys, here is the second base I'm going to be showing you today. This was my second attack of the morning. Now this base, I've already showed you guys how to triple in a previous video using Queen Charge Hogs with a ram, or a wall wrecker as some of you may know it. Normally I just walk this way and use the wall wrecker to get my Queen inside the base, and then she walks this way, and then you have to funnel this side with the Royal Champ, and then you just send the hogs straight in for the Town Hall. We're going to be doing a pretty similar concept here, except with the Yeti Bomb hybrid. So let's go ahead and take a look. It's going to start off the same, except you don't have a ram to get your Queen inside, so you have to, use your wall breakers wisely. So I'm going to be using my Queen over here at 6 o'clock, and it's good to know how to beat this base, because I see it almost every day still, and I'm sure a lot of you guys see it almost every day too. So you definitely want to know how to beat this base. So I drop my Queen right here on the left side of 6 o'clock, funnel this cannon here with a loon. If it's something else that's not a cannon, just use your baby dragon or something. Wall break, use something to funnel right here. You're gonna have to rage up your Queen probably if they're using ground expos like this guy is. And then Queen's gonna step inside the base, and hopefully she's gonna walk toward the eagle. That's what you want. You want Queen to get the eagle down nice and early, so you know that eagle is not gonna be hitting your hogs. It's not gonna be hitting your miners, nothing like that. So from here, that baby dragon ended up pulling 2 of the witches, but he didn't get the full CC pull. But I'm going to go ahead, rage up my Queen again, and I'm going to drop the poison, because Queen really can't get through 2 witches without a poison, because they just spawn skellies way too fast. So now, what's the next part of the attack? Well, you can't just send in your hogs and your miners through here. You really can't. You're going to 1-star if you do that, because everything's just going to go all the way around the Town Hall, and nothing is going to path to the Town Hall, and you're going to end up getting a 1-star. So you have to break the funnel. And so how do you do that? With the battle blimp, guys, the Yeti Bomb. You have your Yetis inside your blimp. You save your last rage for your Yetis, and you're just going to use the Yeti Bomb right over here, right over the Queen, right over the Royal Champ. It doesn't matter, but the goal is to knock out these defenses, because you want to get these defenses down right here so the hogs have nowhere to path once they get through here, but to the core. If there's no defenses over here, they have to go to the core, and that's exactly what you want. So we're going to use the blimp over here, use a balloon, a cocoa loon in front of it, and then we're going to rage right where we think the blimp's going to pop. And these Yetis are going to go and target the enemy royal champ. They're going to target heroes, stuff like that. But the Yeti mites are the key. The Yeti mites inside the rage are going to destroy any defenses you put, or I mean any defenses that the defender has put right here. And so he's going to knock out all those defenses, and now look, we have clear pathing. All we have to do is get rid of some of this trash, and the hogs and the miners will go straight to the core. I mean, there's nowhere else for them to go. Now the Yetis did pull an ice golem, so I'm going to wait a few seconds, let that ice golem go all the way to my queen before I start the second phase of the attack. You have to be careful though with this attack not to time fail, because a lot of the times, you know, you're using the blimp first for the town hall, and if you do that, you're not dropping your queen until 20-30 seconds into the attack, and that's when we're seeing a lot of time fails. So you want to, if you can help it, you want to start the queen walk or the queen charge first and do the blimp later. That's the best way to avoid time fails with this attack strategy. But sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you do need to use the blimp first to make pathing for the queen, and that's all right. You just, you know, you really can't wait longer than like 20 seconds to start the queen walk, or else you're probably going to end up time failing. So I still have another freeze. I believe I'm going to end up using it over here to try and keep the queen alive as long as possible. Yep, there it is. So the queen can get some more value. Now the hogs and the miners are going in. Now look, this time I healed first instead of warden ability. Why? Because the Giga Bomb is still alive. Just like I told you guys earlier, the Giga Bomb's still alive, so I know I need to save my warden ability for that Giga Bomb. So I'm going to heal first here and try to keep everything at full health. They're moving in toward this town hall. Now, I can't remember. Yeah, I think I popped the warden ability just a couple seconds too early on this one, especially since they're moving into the Giga Bomb here, and I'm going to actually lose quite a bit of my hogs here, I think. Yeah, I lost quite a few hogs there to the Giga Bomb because I popped it just like a second too early. You got to make sure you're patient. You got to make sure you wait until everything's actually targeting the town hall, but still, it's going to be overkill. I lost like 5, 6, 7, 8 hogs, maybe even more to that town hall Giga Bomb, and it's still overkill. I mean, look, all my miners are still alive. I don't even know if I lost any miners. There's still like 15 of them there. It's just crazy how overpowering this attack is. All 4 healers, I mean heroes, are still alive at full health, all 4 of them. So as long as you do this attack right, guys, it's working on every base in Legends League right now. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at my third attack of the day also, because I got another triple already. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Here we are. This is the third base I hit. I've already hit 3 bases this morning, gone 3 for 3. I mean, I'm just tripling everything in Legends League right now, guys. You got to try this attack strategy. So this base, I've never seen it before. So this one was new in Legends League. So I was a little, you know, curious how to take it out. Had to stop and think for a little bit, but it ended up not being too bad. So on this one, I thought, okay, there's a queen here, there's a warden here, there's a king here, there's probably a bunch of seeking air mines right here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get my blimp all the way to the town hall. I just don't. So what am I going to do? It's a good thing I have wall breakers. I'm just going to charge the town hall as soon as I saw this base. That was my plan, because I didn't think I was going to be able to blimp the town hall. But there is this single target inferno here, and I don't want it to kill my queen. So I'm going to use the blimp over here and just knock out the single target inferno and the X-bow and pull the CC early. And that's it. That's all the value my blimp is going to get. So I mean, it's not that much value for a siege machine, but it ends up working really well because it sets up the pathing not only for the queen charge. She's going to be able to walk through here and get all this stuff and eliminate everything on this side of the base. It's also going to set up nice pathing and break all the pathing here, so that way I can send my miners and my hogs right through this channel here, and I'm going to use my king and royal champ on this right side over here to further break the pathing and do a little tanking for my back end troops. So let's take a look at how I do it. Again, another quick 20-second plan. As soon as the base pops up, that's all the time you get in Legends League, so it's all about execution. So I'm just going to drop my queen. I'm probably going to sit here and think about it for a while, because, you know, it shows the time where you're looking at the base also. So here we go. Dropping the loons in front of the siege machine because I want to make sure that the blimp gets all the way to the inferno. I rage. Out comes the CC, and a bunch of air skellies. Also some Teslas pop here. So that kind of ruins the pathing a little bit, but the Yeti mites actually got one of the Teslas down. They did get the inferno down, so it was perfect. I dropped my queen and the healers, and I did already wall break there, and I got the wall open, It is a little sketchy, that part, so I want to make sure I get this lab down so that way I know she's going to go inside. So I'm going to drop a miner and a wizard here just to make sure that lab goes down so it's funneled, so I know queen's going to go inside the base and not just walk outside forever, because that would suck. That would ruin the attack. I would have to switch from 3-star mode to 2-star mode if that happened, and I don't want to do that. We don't like 2 stars here. We don't like 1 stars. We want triples. You guys know how it is. So queen's walking up. She's going inside the base. Now she's stepping up for the warden. I do have 1 more rage still in the bag, so I'm going to use it here for queen to get the town hall. She's also going to aggro the enemy BK, so he's going to come over and she's going to kill him. From here, I know I'm safe to start the second portion of the attack, so I'm going to send my BK down this way, and I'm just going to send all the miners and the hogs right through here. Now, another thing I don't think I mentioned yet in this video, when you're using the hybrid, 9 times out of 10, you want to drop the miners first, not the hogs. Why? Because the hogs are faster. So if you drop the hogs first and then the miners behind, the hogs are just going to get way out in front of the miners, and you're not going to be able to use your warden ability on both. You're not going to be able to heal both, and so you don't want to do that. You always want to drop the miners first. Now, why are the hogs faster? Because the hogs don't stop for trash buildings. The miners have to stop here and attack the elixir storage. They have to stop here, attack the builder hut. They'll stop and attack ground skellies. That's why the miners are slower. So you drop the miners first, then the warden, then the hogs, then the royal champ. And so on this one, I again pop the warden ability super early to evade the damage from the both scatter shots and the eagle. So you always want to pop warden ability first unless you need to save it for the giga bomb. So that's what I do here. Now, like I said earlier, that Tesla that ended up popping kind of made the pathing all wonky, so everything skips that Tesla, but that's alright. We'll end up coming back for it. The single target Inferno locks onto my queen, and so I'm going to have to pop her ability there. That single target Inferno is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. I had some miners path this way to get all this trash crap that was on the right side of the base, but the core group of miners and hogs pushed right through the base here. A couple of miners backtrack for that Tesla pretty early, so that's nice. The single target Inferno did end up killing my queen, but I popped my Royal Champ ability here, and she's going to get that single target Inferno. And I think there was a Troll Tesla on this base. Yeah, Troll Tesla over here at 9 o'clock. Royal Champ's going to get that. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hogs. I still have, how many miners? Like 10 miners up. Again, guys, it's all about the queen charge. It's all about the blimp value with the Yeti bomb. And then from there, using the hybrid behind. I mean, it's just crushing bases right now in Legends League. So I'm already 3 for 3 this morning. I'm going to be doing some more attacks here in a little bit. I'm still waiting for my heroes to wake up again. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to go 8 for 8 today. This attack strategy is working really well right now for me in Legends League. So let me know what you guys think about it. Tell me how it's working for you in the comment section below. I really think you guys should give this attack strategy a try. And if you want to see me do more Legends attacks, let me know and maybe I can do that. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.